Richician!
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and as requested, I'm doing an updated deck profile for my Crystal Beast deck. Because it has changed a little bit since I last profiled it. Don't actually remember when I last profiled it. It must have been some point last year. Well, quite late last year. Because I believe I did have the stuff from the structure deck in here. But yeah, I'll just show the deck profile. Shouldn't take too long, since there's not a lot of changes. So first of all, I'm playing 2 copies of Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. I can't remember if I had 2 last time. I know I was playing 1 before, but I don't remember when I added the second one. Then the only 3 of monster, Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus. Yeah, definitely must play 3 of it, no matter what your build is. 2 copies of Amber Mammoth, 2 copies of Dugbear's Tiger, 2 copies of Cobalt Eagle, 2 copies of Amethyst Cat, 2 copies of Emerald Tortoise, and 2 copies of Ruby Carbuncle. I would play 3, but I needed room for other things. And finally, 2 copies of Rainbow Dragon. And yeah, that's it for the monsters. I don't play the pendulums. Well, A, they can clog up the back row, and B, they do take up normal summons, which is the only issue. Like, if they'd have been released during Master Rule 3, then I would have happily played them, but yeah, of course we got those way too late. But yeah, that's it for the monsters. On with the spells. So for the spells, I have 3 copies of Rainbow Bridge, search for crystal spells and traps, then 1 Abundance, 1 Beacon, 1 Blessing, and 3 copies of Bond, Crystal Bond, 1 Crystal Promise, and 1 copy of the new card which came out in Battles of Legend Monstrous Revenge, Golden Rule, which really helps set up. I'll just read off the effect if you don't know what it does. This card is always treated as a crystal card. Place 2 Crystal Beast monsters from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells, then special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand or graveyard with a different name than those cards, and if you do, equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. You can only activate 1 Golden Rule per turn. So yeah, I'm only playing 1 because I don't think any more copies are necessary, since you have a lot of other ways to help set up. Plus I need room for other things. Then 1 copy of Rare Value, then 2 copies of Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates, and I'm also playing 1 Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. You could argue that you probably don't need this card anymore, but I still like to have it and gain its beneficial effects. And finally, 3 copies of Rainbow Bridge of the Heart, an absolute must at 3, to help expand your field and help bounce cards off the field when a Crystal Beast goes to the back row, and search for your crystal spells and traps. So yeah, that's it for spells. On with traps, and you don't really need that many. What I have is 1 copy of Ultimate Crystal Magic and 2 copies of Crystal Miracle. I think this is perfectly fine, because you don't want to have loads and loads of traps in this deck, obviously, because you kind of need Crystal Beasts to go to the back row and get off loads of plays, otherwise it just defeats the whole point of the deck. Right, now for the extra deck, which I don't believe has changed. So 2 copies of Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. Yeah, I put in 2. I mean, you could argue that you don't need 2 and 1's all you need, but the thing is, there's that chance that the summon might get negated. Because, yeah, it is technically a contact fusion, which means you can use summon negation cards on it, so I'd like to have another one, just in case the summon of the other one gets negated, although I wonder if its last effect will go off. Oh no, it doesn't, it's only if you tribute it, and if it didn't battle. Never mind. Then 2 copies of Rainbow Overdragon, and that's it for fusions. For Xyzes I have the Utopia package. Oh, I'm so sorry. Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, my original copy. Honorak Castell. Number 82 Heartland Draco. That's Diamond Dire Wolf, Lightning Shidori, so those are my rank 4s. Rank 3s consist of Break Sword, Grampulse, and Levier the Sea Dragon. So yeah, the extra deck actually hasn't changed at all. So I haven't got any links, didn't feel the need to put any in really. So yeah, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, share and subscribe if you haven't subbed already. And thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.